Hi there, I'm Independent Epicure Senior Leader Krista Hartland, and I am here doing the end of May version of New Consultant Training number 1A. I've had touch base with several of you this month that have just started your business. Welcome, I'm excited that you are here, and my job is to train you and support you and coach you in the launch of your new business. These happen almost every Tuesday night at 7:45. Aside from our first Tuesday of the month is our monthly team meeting where we get together, we eat, we have a cooking class, we do live training, and that all is to support your business as well. And then these ones are specifically for all of you, the new consultants, to learn the business skills at the beginning of your business. So I've talked with most of you already about what your objectives and dreams are. I invite you to share that with people that you care about in your life, to post it somewhere in your office, on your fridge, that you will see on a daily basis. And for those of you that are dreamers and dream boarders and that's your thing, have fun with it. For those of you like me who aren't, I know it can sometimes feel a little weird or awkward. I don't have anything really fancy. I don't have cutout magazine things or anything like that. I have a list, honestly, of things that I'm working towards, and I post them somewhere that I can see. Sometimes it's on my fridge, sometimes it's a flyer. For example, right now I'm working towards the Nuit Blanche incentive, so having that somewhere that is prominent that I can see. I change my passwords to be things aligned with what my goals are so that it's constantly creating that subconscious exposure to it on a regular basis. If you have not yet created your contact list, now is a good time to do that. When you go through the prospecting workbook of my Epicure, that is where you will find how to do that, as well as in your career launch workbook. If you haven't received your kit yet, you will get it there, but I'm going to show you on my Epicure where you're going to find that. So under my Epicure, and then career launch, career launch workbook is right here, and you can see the career launch workbook online. And then also under Epicure University and prospecting, this is the first skill to master as a new consultant, the art of prospecting, and this workbook will help you do that. When you've completed your workbook, or if you need help completing it, you can let me or your leader know. Quick review of the career plan incentives that are available to you. A career launch workbook right here. So I'll focus on the ones for right now. You have your first 30 days. You can earn your PIN when you've entered your first cooking class. You can unlock your kit expander, which is a collection of several products from our enhanced nutrition line available to you at half off. In your first 4 cooking classes in 30 days, you'll be able to earn your apron, which is an awesome tool to have at your cooking classes, obviously. You've got 4 $40 gift certificates for your host, so it's important to share those with people right away and think of who you thought of those for. I think the thing that I see that happens most is people are being sparing and saving them for people and then don't end up being able to use them all, as they do expire at your 30 days date. Next, I will talk about sponsoring. So my role as your leader, or if you have a leader, their role as your leader is to be the trainer and coach of your team. And your role is to simply connect us together. So when you have somebody that's interested in the business or that you think would be getting in the business, you can say something like, "Hey, Susie, I thought of you because I know you mentioned that you were looking for a job, and I thought that Epicure might be a good fit. I would love to share more with you about it to see if it's something that you're interested in." When they say yes, say, "Awesome. My leader, Krista, is available on," and you can see my posted office hours in our team page. If you're on Amy's team, then you can find out from Amy when she's available to do a 3-way call with you. And my leader so-and-so is available at this time. What time works for you? And then you let me know that you've booked and I sponsoring conversation at that time, and we have a 3-way call and I share about the business with them. Of course, they'll be part of your team. You're not responsible for answering questions, training them, anything like that. That's my job, and it's really, truly that simple, just to give them the information that they need to help them decide if it's for you. It's very normal that people will ask questions, and I want to make sure that you feel confident and ready to help those people. And the best way is to connect them with me so that they can introduce be introduced to me and can start my relationship with them if they do decide to join our team, and then we can all work together. If you have not yet booked a time to shadow a cooking class with me, or somebody in your area that I've connected you with, please let me know and we will get you booked, either with your leader or your adoptive leader if you are not local, or with me if you are. If you have yet to book your launch cooking class, now's a great time. Please make sure to share your date with me or your leader, and I will absolutely be there if I can. And if I can't, then I will make sure to send a video for your guests. I would like to talk about social media next. For social media, there are a few basic tips to follow. All this information is in the consultant business guide that's found on my Epicure. And the basic tips to follow would be to share your excitement about how Epicure can help other people. Share your excitement about what you're doing and how it's impacting your life, and don't be salesy. And that's a pretty easy one to follow, because if you just focus on how you can be of service to other people and what other people might be able to get out of Epicure and focus on them, then you won't ever have to worry about that. On your personal timeline on Facebook, you are not able to post anything that is asking for an order, asking for a sale, asking for a booking, a promotion flyer, anything like that at all. That's all for a business page, and to be honest, is not the most effective way to utilize social media. What is effective is sharing your excitement and how life is being impacted. So, for example, sharing a picture of your cooking class. Had so much fun at tonight's cooking class. People are smart. If they want to have a cooking class, they'll see that and be like, oh, how do I do that? I want one. I didn't know you do that. And people will come to you. That's attraction marketing. And that is how you avoid being pushy, is you don't ask for bookings or ask for sales in a public way like that. Now, separately, a personal conversation with somebody is a great opportunity to offer them a booking, to be helped with some products or that type of thing. Any of your usernames can't have any of the Epicure trademarked words. So no Epicure, no good food real or fast, or anything like that, unless, for example, a Facebook business page could be Susie Spices Epicure, and in the About section, you need to say Independent Epicure Consultant, or it could be Susie Spice, Independent Epicure Consultant. And either of those are okay, but otherwise no other trademarked words. There are some social media posts that are shared by Epicure as well. I'll show you where to find those. They come in the emails that we get at the end of the month, but also you can find those under My Business and Marketing. And then you will find, oh, you know what? 1 second here. And then, sorry, My Business and then Social Tools. My apologies. And then posts are here. And this is where you'll see the monthly posts relating to customers, hosting, and the business opportunity. If you are part of my team and you've not yet filled out the Getting to Know You form, I would really appreciate you do that so I can get to know you a little bit better. It is in our new consultant 30 days group. And if you need the link to that, let me know. I would love to connect with you if we haven't connected yet, so I can get to know you a little better as well, either by Zoom or on the phone. For me, the best way to reach me is by phone if it's something that's important. The best way to reach me is by calling, and that's the way that you'll get a hold of me best. I don't have any Facebook notifications on for Messenger or Facebook at all whatsoever on my phone, because I like having my personal life and my work life be separate, and when I'm not working, I'm not working, and when I am, I am. So the texting is also a way to reach me. The number that's advertised on anything Epicure is my office number, not my cell number. If you need my cell number, you can let me know. And otherwise, I generally reply to messages and posts when I'm working during my posted office hours, and sometimes in between if I'm in between things, for example, like waiting at a doctor's office or that kind of thing. Sometimes I'll catch up on messages and just take advantage of little blocks of time here and there. Next, I'll talk about my Epicure and where you can fill in your profile and banking information. So when you go to under career launch but don't actually click, you can click on my account. And if you have not yet logged into My Epicure, or you've skipped past this stage, this is where you enter your banking information, or should you change your bank account. And by the way, I highly, highly recommend having a Epicure specific bank account for a few reasons. One of them is that it makes it very easy to avoid any temptation to spend money that you don't have or that you have not yet earned. And when you are considering buying extra product or supplies for your business, when you look at your business bank account, if the money is not there, it is very easy to decide that you cannot buy that right now. So it helps with budgeting, but it also helps to see the money growing. When you're getting paid maybe from an online order $10 or $22 or one cooking class $100 here, and not to say that $100 isn't a lot of money, but when it's cash in hand or goes into a regular bank account that you use, it might not be as noticeable as when it's in its own and has its opportunity to grow. And then that money is a great opportunity to then use to reinvest into your business, to use towards registration for our conference, which is coming up in August. Our deadline to register is coming up very soon as well. So if you haven't registered for conference, make sure to do that. August 9th through 12th, 10th to 12th for the consultants in Victoria. So that is a great way to help budget, to save for those kinds of things too, and keeps everything simple at tax time. If you are somebody who maybe has some skeptical family members or friends in your life or partner, that might be a good way to show them the numbers as well. But for me, it just keeps everything simple, to be honest. And then I pay myself like a paycheck from my Epicure account to my personal one. So anyways, you can change your banking account information there as needed. You can change your personal information, phone number, email address as needed. You can upload a photo. And under My Story Edit, when you click on that, that's where you can answer some questions that feed into your website. Your website address was sent to you in the email that you got from Epicure when you joined. Mine's kristahartland.epicure.com. Most people, it's first name, last name, but sometimes you have the same name as somebody else. So it might be Krista Hartland 2 or something like that. Anyways, this feeds into that website by answering these questions so that your story doesn't appear as a cookie cutter story on the company website. So that is profile and banking information. I'll talk a little bit about prospecting. I mentioned it really briefly at the beginning, but the idea is prospecting is to be keeping track of and having a list of people that you can help, having a prospect journal, however you want to do it. If you want to do it like this document for this workbook, great. If you want to keep it in a little notebook, I use something just like, my thing is not showing me anymore, so I can't see if you can see me, but I hope that you can. I'm going to stop the screen share. There we go. So I use a little notebook like this. And funnily enough, I have sponsoring leads on one side and hosting leads on the other side. If you are not irritated enough to have the wide section on the bottom, that's a good way to do it. But regardless of what your method is, whether it's a binder, whether it's a notebook, to have a list of your prospects on the go and to constantly be making that list, have it somewhere handy when you meet somebody new to be able to add somebody to that list when you've served somebody or they're not interested in being served by you, to cross them off and keep adding. And that way you're never at a point where you're like, I don't know anybody else. I don't know who else. I'm stuck. I'm dry. My business is flat. Those things will never, ever happen when you start your prospecting list right from the beginning and keep growing it. And imagine this. You're at the beginning of your business. You find your 12 unique hosts that host a cooking class in your career launch. Each of those people has 10 guests that are new people to you. So that is 120 new people. On average, 2 guests from every cooking class are going to book. So that is 2 times 12. And that's 24 new cooking classes from those original 12. Each of those 24 cooking classes are going to have 2 more. So that's 48 more new cooking classes. And pretty soon you're going to run out of time to have cooking classes, and you're going to have a team, for one thing. But the other thing is you will never, ever be looking for anybody to host. You'll never be looking for bookings because you'll constantly be getting them from your cooking class. So really mastering this prospecting process right now is fundamental for just in case you decide to take time off down the road, anything like that, you have that skill. And it is a skill that you then work with your hosts to help them and teach them how to prospect, so that then when they are making their contact list for their cooking classes. You're working with them to set the two of you up for maximum success and for the guests to have the best possible time. So the more that you master this skill now, the better that you are able to then transfer it to your hosts and earn the most money from your cooking class, help the hosts get the most possible benefits, and help the most number of people at the event. The last thing that I wanted to share with you today is about where to find your kit online. So I'm going to share my screen with you again. I'm going to get out of this one. And so you will find it by going to ordering, and you can go to submitted order history. You can click on an order number. It will say either out for delivery or pending. I don't have any that are pending right now, so I can't show you what that looks like, but it might say pending, it might say processed, it might say pick and pack, or it will say out for delivery. This is actually a link. It doesn't look like one, but you click on it. And this has a out for delivery here and tracking numbers along the bottom. This is what a regular order will look like. Yours will only have one. And that will be able to be popped up, and you can then see when your order is scheduled to arrive. In this case, mine is scheduled to arrive tomorrow. And that is everything that I have for you today. Your 30, 60, and 90 days dates can be found in your email. So make sure that you have your cooking classes entered by those dates by 11:59 Pacific time. I would suggest giving yourself a couple of extra days and to book extra cooking classes just in case there's cancellations or something doesn't qualify or what have you, so you're not rushed or stressed to meet your goals and can achieve them with some wiggle room just in case. And our next monthly meeting is going to be a week from tonight, so Tuesday, June the 5th. And I will have a location for you soon. It will likely be in Dartmouth. It will be a team meeting, a cooking class, an opportunity event. So make sure to invite guests to that. It's going to be really fun. There's prizes, and it's a great opportunity to get together with our team, eat together, and to learn together, to spend some time together, get to know each other, and have fun. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or your leader. I would love to hear from you within the next 24 to 48 hours about what your questions are, what your takeaways are, your prospecting workbook. You can just snap pictures of that and send it to me, and then we'll set up a time to chat one-on-one and go over the details of it and help you with building your list and creating a really, really incredible launch party and book your way to success through your first 30 days. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your night. Bye for now.